Hello, Assumption Esports fans. We are back for the first time with casting as we finally figured out the myriad of technical issues that have been plaguing us for the first half of the semester. Uh, Fortunately, there was supposed to be a stream for the Smash game earlier on Monday, but they were too scared of our team and they opted to forfeit instead. Um, but now we are here for Valorant as we await this game, and let's take a peek at the teams. Uh, Assumption Valorant roster has a bunch of. Oh, never mind. We're already starting, as I have no time to go over the new roster. But you'll see two familiar usernames of the 1C3P and Sensei Wu, as both Tom and Peyton rejoined the team for another semester, as well as three new players. And with a new team, we should see some new comps potentially, and some new ways to play their maps, as they had a very specific way they played a lot of things last season, and we'll see how that comes up. But both teams rocking a pretty similar array of operators, only, or I guess not overly. They're both running Fade and Raze, but they have different smokes, different a lot of things. But as we get into this first Valorant game of the season that's on stream, so we'll see how it goes. Assumption opting for mostly non-buying outside of the util ghosts. Oh, looks like they're actually going to finally buy now. Just took them a little minute to figure out what they wanted. Assumption is going to be starting on that defense, as they're going to try and resist the push from Binghamton. We'll see how that works out for them. Early wall is going to try and deny their push, as they are going to get control of that soon. Viper wall up A. Tries to put shots down before she takes the portal as they commit to a B push here. Says she's the head of Killjoy, but is not able to make a connect to the throne. They know they're definitely here. Location revealed, shot through the smoke. And they're trying to collapse back onto the site. 3 down for Assumption, though. Bomb is down. Payne has to make the rotate. It's just the brim on site right now, so you have to shoot the bomb. And this is going to look like a tough retake for them. Payne shot through smoke a little bit. Sees the omen, gets the shots off. Gets the kill, almost gets the second one, but is shot through the shot instead. I just shot through smoke, and the first round is going to go to Binghamton. Assumption opting should not buy anything. That's why I said amount of util, while Binghamton goes for a soft buy. Some Spectres, Guardian, some dual shield. Viper wall placed down A, not activated yet though. As some Binghamton goes for the shower. Unfortunate timing from the brim though. He's definitely gonna get shot here, and he will right there. Tom gets good damage on to the Viper, but not enough to cause any death. Peyton is also going to fall there. Tom sees one, but he's not able to land any shots. The Spectre's just better in those close quarters kind of gunfights. Feel like it's one. And then they know where they are. Almost gets the second. Sage goes down to the Omen though. And the shots through the wall are not going to make anything of it. And that's going to be 2-0 for Binghamton. Assumption now has enough money to buy things if they would like to do so. While Binghamton has the luxury of resting on their laurels. They're just going to be able to pretty much buy some more util and keep the rest of the guns that they still had. So setting themselves up for even if when losing this round, will still be very good on econ afterwards. And round starts. Assumption's taking a more aggressive push into this bathroom take here, instead of just letting them get handed it. It seems like they're going to try and push down that middle of A instead. Going to the bathrooms. Sees the Viper, doesn't have the gun out though, can't make any push there. Finds the Killjoy turret. Gets one. Gets two with a nice shot. Gets a third. Big gameplay from the Deadlock here. Fourth. She got the ace. Half health. In the corner. What will she do? Getting sprayed up by Payton now. And that's going to be the first win for Assumption. Getting to, with only one loss, getting to keep their hard-fought money and weaponry. Losing there would have been very tough for Assumption as they finally had enough to full buy. Sorry about that brief technical blip there, but looks like nothing super interesting that's happened yet. Binghamton is also a more spread out push this time, trying to figure out where Assumption is not. But it looks like they're going to coordinate on that B site as they get control of Heaven, but Viper's still here. Oh, she's going to get taken out by Tom. A lot of smoke, a lot of blind fire. Pushes through, but she's going to fall to Payton.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Grabs another one. And it's all on the Killjoy from Binghamton. See if they can turn this into a 1v4. Gets the pick on Payton. Watches the back, gets another one. Oh. Gets detained. And she's gonna fall. And that's going to be another round win for Assumption, putting that at 2-2. Finally able to equalize that money difference. Assumption back through that early shower push. They definitely do not want to just let Binghamton stroll into showers again. And that Viper wall is up and active. We'll even cut off those sight lines. Loses a good chunk of her health. She's gonna have to retreat a little bit. Binghamton looks to push. Maybe potentially rotate over to that B site. Yeah, they've found more resistance than they're comfortable taking on, and they're on that rotate. The Sage is watching it. So is Payton though, but he's gonna wait the worst possible time. And meanwhile, Sage has got him that one, as they both look to retreat further into sight after they got their pick. Get some healing done.
There.
But it looks like Binghamton is rotating back over to the A site.
Left.
looking to make a push here with the Killjoy. But Assumption doesn't know. Missed the shots, though. Throws out the grenade to stall for time, and that's plant down for Binghamton. Payton is lurking, though. Could potentially pick up some free picks here, if no one's aware. Looks like they are. Like, almost doesn't land the shots. Does just in time. 4 on 3. 2 on 3 now. As we fire one back.
You should run.
Killjoy ultimate going out from Binghamton. Assumption's gonna have to make these plays quick if they want to do anything here. And they almost do. They pick up the 3K, but you know, just one short of the needed kills. Killjoy ultimate being used there was really impactful, though. We made Assumption have to push or lose, frankly. Hello, chat. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties with with using Photoshop to make the overlays. So, and by technical difficulties, I mean I don't know how to. And the stuff you're seeing is my very best effort, which will be improved upon soon. But Viper's taken out in the bathroom, but Killjoy's gonna peek out and get one in turn. Tom takes out one. Almost gets a second. Payton knows where it is. Does he get the turn? He does not quite get the turn. 1 versus 2 or 2 versus 1 for Assumption. Peeks up with a util in hand, but still is able to grab that pick on a save, turning this into a 1-on-1. And is able to clutch it out with some nice shots. Unfortunately for Assumption there. And Ethan, what exactly is wrong with the overlay? I guess I have to, I have to switch them. I have to flop them, but that kind of exceeds my technical expertise. So we'll see if I can do that for game 2 during the intermission. But no promises. Killer's gonna back off from that push down there. Almost gets a pick, gets some shots into a break the shield, but not enough to get anything substantial over there. Meanwhile, Viper is trying to get control of this shower here. Get some good shots on Tom, put him very low health. And so kill on Payton, and they have control of shower there. I mean, even with that control, it looks like the bomb is rotating as there's not a lot of players on that B site, and it seems like Binghamton has realized that. But Kevin State's gonna pick here. Misses the head, but then they know she's here now. Gets one, that's bomb down. Almost the second one. Good crossfire placement, just a little slow on the trigger. And Assumption is forced to rotate over to B side here, as Binghamton is planting.
Spike planted.
Killer wait for Payton. Tom is like critical HP here. Let's get wallbang headshotted though. Payton's gonna fall as well to the Killjoy. And it's all on Naru. See what she can do here. But it looks like a tough position. And she's just going to fall. Putting that 5-2 in Binghamton's favor. And Assumption is going to have to be on a save round here, going into the big 2-5, and we'll see if they're able to string something together here. If we're just gonna take this loss on the chin and try and go for a big round after this. Goes for the orb but falls, and Binghamton pushes onto sight. Viper's in, gets one more. It's only Peyton near sight. Ultimate, or not Peyton, Tom. Gets for the rocket, doesn't get the kill, and he's just shot from two different sides here. As somebody's going to have to try and clutch a 1v5 here, but you know, it is a save round, so what can you do? And what they can do is not kill a single member, as Assumption is going to fall that round to 0-5. But that's the point of the econ, right? Unfortunately, Peyton is just shy of enough to buy his full shield. And a rush to the middle from Binghamton. You're going to see one fall, almost two falls, but not able to quite place their shots there. And that's two down for Binghamton, as the Viper fall is trying to push down that mid A side. Assumption is moving to lock down, but Peyton falls there, leaving only one person on this site. But Tom's going to take the teleporter and lurk just outside of that Killjoy ultimate. Unfortunately for the Sage, there's really no place for her to go. She could try and take out one before the Killjoy ultimate detonates. And the plant goes down here.
Spike planted.
3v2 for Assumption. But he's going to get dropped in 2v2 as Tom falls. Gotta take their time here as we're on the long flank.
One enemy remaining.
One-on-one bomb down. Has eyes on it too. Goes for the defuse. Gets the first bar done. Does she have time? If she gets the flick, does she have time to defuse though? And that's a fantastic clutch from Assumption, putting that at 3-6 with a very sorely needed win to that round. But it looks like they're going to opt for another, or what are they doing here, monetarily wise? Cannot quite full buy, but they're, you know, doing something. Not on that big save mentality either for most of them. Painted a photo a long angle on the Killjoy as her and Viper push up that D on the B from the left side. Sage sees two more, but he's gonna re-peek, gets one. And it's a full B push from Binghamton right now. Sage's all alone in that crate.
Face your fear.
Probably not long for this world, to be honest. Only gets one. Puts Assumption in a 1v2. Low health. Bomb not quite down yet, but gotta be.
Spike planted.
He's gonna have to fall back a little bit to not die to that raise bomb. And we'll see how he approaches this retake. Very low health too, because really any bullet will kill him. And he has no idea where these enemies are. We'll see how he wants to play this. Binghamton's playing this very safe, not even challenging the initial angles. Sees one, but is not quite able to make the flick. Which will put Assumption in dire financial straits. As this would definitely have to be a full save round from them, pretty much. See how they play this. Tom is opting for a shower for that still. With no shields. Or, actually, Tom has shields, but no one else does. Ray's trying to rush in there. And is able, with a shotgun, is able to put one on the brim. His assumption is getting rushed down on this A site.
Over there.
Tom gets fragged through the wall by the Viper.
One enemy remaining.
And after the most of Assumption falling there, I'd say just going to have to rush to retake this in a 1v4.
Spike planted.
Ray's super low on health. Rush is pretty healthy though. Gonna need to pull up a lot. Gonna have to do some good work with the Classic to get this done. And they know where she is too, unfortunately.
Last round before the switch.
And I'll put us on the last round of the defense from Assumption. Hopefully, this is attacker-sided map, but we'll find out very soon, I guess. As Assumption is finally able to full buy for their last round here. Hopefully, they can manage to get this into 4-8 rather than a 3-9. But we'll see what they can do. As Binghamton looks to opt to push a mostly A site, but, you know, nothing's set in stone yet. Tom challenges through smoke there. Not able to confirm anything. Tom gets one. Tough breach there. As Tom is going to jump up and only to get shots. Payne is unable to put any good bullets down range there either. And Assumption is going to have to rush to retake this site.
Spike planted.
And by rush, I mean play slowly, of course. Sage does have her res up. See if she can get into a position to use it. As Owen falls. Good shots there. It should be in range to... We'll see if she opts for it. Gets Tom up there. And this could be a good round for Assumption. Oh, but the Killjoy pops two. No, the Killjoy gets a third and a fourth for the round. And what looked like something that could potentially be winning for Assumption crumbled.
Switching sides.
But, you know, now we're on the attack. And it's time for Assumption to quick 10-2 and show them what they're about. See how they approach this on this first pistol round. Watching out for the lurk here, but a lot of angle watching from Assumption right now. Trying to catch them being overly aggressive, it looks like. Sees the top of the Killjoy turret, sees the gun of Viper there. See if he pings it. Yep, he does. He did recognize, he saw that. Oh, just as he pulled the util out though. Tragic timing, as always, from Valorant. bathroom lurk, or showers lurk more accurately. But the 1-for-1's fine. Tom takes out one more, putting this into Assumption's man favor. Sage still holding that angle as Assumption rotates to a full A push using the teleporter, but it does make a noise though, so Binghamton is well aware of what's happening.
30 seconds left.
Plant's going down.
Spike planted.
And all of Assumption is on this backside. Very much going to be a front-to-back fight here. Takes out one on Heaven, or the other Heaven. But the Sage Wall is going to prove this annoying to push through. And it's Omen in a 1v4 here. And his location is known. And he's not even going to be able to get a pick in response, and he falls. And Assumption wins this pistol rounds.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Opting for a light buy, probably, and assuming they win this next round as well, going to be able to carry that over for the third round, just as Binghamton did to them. A lot of angle holding from Assumption to start these first offensive rounds. We'll see if it's going to work for them. And it does as Tom, well, I mean, that was more of a slow push up, but Tom gets one onto the Killjoy. She attempts to check the angle on that long. Raising the back of this Heaven area. Unable to get the spray he wanted through there. Assumption's going to full rotate onto A. Unaware potentially that Omen is just sitting here. Oh, maybe they do now actually. Omen gets one. He's going to fall. And it's a 3v2 for Assumption with guns and plant. Very winning position for them. But unfortunately is shot before the ability activates. And that puts us into a 2v2. Is able to pick up the gun as well, but is gunned down. And rinse and repeat for another win for Assumption, putting that on a nice 2-0 to start. Yeah, Assumption really starts every round by holding these same angles, these slow and steady, trying to get them pushing to you plays. And we'll see how it's working out.
There.
Up 2-0, so can't really complain that much, can you, right? Paints his ahead. Buffer Walls goes out, but he gets this. He still gets it done. 2 picks also. And a flawless round for us. I'm just taking their frags left and right there. I mean, with 3 of them running through B site, and then the Raze just not being able to get the pick she wanted to get on Assumption on that little hide. Assumption's finally not playing safe as they rush through this middle part, not holding any angles, and they get one of their frags. Almost gets the second, but some poorly placed shots there is going to mean the death of Naru. Putting some Yuto out in that showers as they go for this plant. Viper falls as well. Assumption is up 4-3 here. 4-2, but they respond with 2 of their own, putting this at 2-2 apiece.
Last player standing.
Killjoy turret spots out the Sage.
Last player standing.
And a quick Marshall headshot is going to kill Payton. And a great shot while moving, which is kind of crazy for the Guardians, going to spell the end of Killjoy and any hopes at claiming that round for Binghamton. Assumption puts 4 in a row on the board here. Great showing after a very nervous looking first half. Once again, trying to just runs into this site. See if this goes as well for them as it did the first time. Plant going down. Penny gets 1. Killjoy gets 3 or 2. He's at 2-2 for Assumption. The third kill for the Killjoy puts it all in the hands of the Sage. Is unable to land her shots though. That's going to be a round cleanup and a wipe for Assumption, as Binghamton is going to get that defuse. Putting this at 7-10. And a little stop to Assumption's reign.
You can trust my boss. Only malfunctioned that one time. Honestly, she'll miss that thing. I got money. Need something? Placing alarm bot.
Full buys all around except for one member of Binghamton. Should be a good real round here. See if Assumption opts to do the old favorite of sit and wait, or they're more aggressive than were the last 2 rounds. It looks like this is going to be a myriad of the first 2. But they're going to creep on into some shots as Naru takes another head off the Viper before rotating towards that middle of Abe. And a cross from both Payton and Tom take out the Omen. Tom did not quite see him yet though. Killjoy ultimate going down. Somebody's going to have to make a choice here about how they want to push this. They're going to opt to kill the Killjoy and get out. I put these into a 3-on-2 with the 26 Killjoy perishing. So looking good for Assumption here. We'll see if they manage to close this out.
One enemy remaining.
Tom gets 1, and they pivot through the teleporter. And we'll see if Binghamton is able to pick up anything here. Gets 1 with Tom. Almost gets a second, but just shy because of those bullets hitting. And Assumption is going to take that round, putting them at 8-10. Assumption playing this slower like they did last time. But a fight may be brewing soon. Someone paid on this left side of B to try and take more space. Meanwhile, Brimstone, Deadlock creep onto this A site. Deadlock gets one. As Assumption rotates through the teleporter towards this A site. Hold. Util going out as they try and maintain this.
30 seconds left.
Sage looks to try and get one, but he's going to fall to the Killjoy. Omen is on the flank here. We'll see if he's able to get anything. Push the blinds. But Tom's able to get him still. Scope down Brim, picks up the Killjoy as Tom gets the Viper. And it's in the 3-on-1, 3-on-0, and Assumption are managed to close Rain that round going to 9-10. Looks like I was very correct on this offensive side of map claim I made earlier. So, take note. I'm always right. Once again, we played the shower game of who dies or pushes or is time just wasted. And it looks like neither of them are really. Oh, maybe. Bit of smoke up from the Omen. We're pushing down this mid here. Tries to take up some space, see if he can hold anything. But it gets doinked by Killjoy from the back of A. And so is Payton there as he falls to the
30 seconds left.
tough round for Assumption. Just getting doinked left and right as they all fall. And Assumption looks like they're saving. Which, honestly, don't blame them. They had no time left in the 2v5 with Vandals and full shields. No reason to throw away good money like that. Binghamton 2 away from match point, though. If Assumption wants to stop this from going into overtime, they're going to need to win 4 straight. We'll see if they're able to do that, though. As these drop into this round. Hitting its dome though. And he tries to jump over the boxes there. And Brim is going to fall as well. And tough round and a flawless round from Binghamton is going to lock them in for at least an overtime.
Match point.
We'll see if Assumption's able to close this out. Neither team has used timeouts yet, mind you. If I was Assumption, I would be using one right about now.
Turn out. Alarm out. Bot coming back. Placing a sentry.
Assumption's going to push pretty aggressively, getting control of that heaven already as they creep down this A side. Good pick from Tom. Raising going to end up dead. Far shots from Peyton miss. Not quite able to make anything with it. Tom missed the wall bang though. And it looks like Binghamton is on the rotate as they try and get to B site before Assumption can take complete control. But they're in and they're planning. Someone's gonna teleport through that. Peyton gets rezzed. Not sure. Oh, he's gonna fall though. 5v2. Someone should be able to play this pretty safe and win this pretty handedly. Just gotta not take stupid gunfights.
One enemy remaining.
Brim finds one. It's a Killjoy in a 1v3 on low health. She gets one, but 20 health and Dream, so she can do it, but is unable to quite make that work. She's gonna fall. 10-2. Assumption need 2 more to bring this into overtime. See if they're capable of it. See them do it before with a different team. We'll see if they can do it with this team.
Together.
Ping's going out from Assumption. Probably opting for a, looks like based on those, they're going to opt for an A push. Or not A push, B push. I know how letters work. A lot similar to the push they did on that first round, but the util is set up against them this, or not last round, but the util is set up against them from the Killjoy this time. Good shots, you can just probably end up the raise though. Grenade goes out to kill the Viper. Defender Killjoy ultimate out.
Barrier deployed. Face your fear.
Gets the Viper. Two players detained by the Killjoy. As Assumption goes in to try and protect them. Finds the pick on the Killjoy running to get her frags. It's a good round from Assumption so far. Plant going down.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
And it looks like Binghamton's going to be hard pressed to win this 1v5. And she looks like she might opt to just save the Vandal as she is pretty low on creds herself. She just sits in that area and waits for the frags to potentially come in. Penny creeping up. Does not find her. That's going to be 11-12. Assumption is going to need this next round to drag this into overtime. Luckily for Binghamton, it's going to be full boys all around still. And we'll see what happens in this last map. Or last round of the last round of the first map. Don't get it twisted. It's Valorant, you know. Games don't end. Assumption opting for a B push once again. Ultimate's available to them. It's 3. Unfortunately, that Viper ultimate is available. Ooh, with some rough shots there. This is spell the end of 2 of Assumption, but he got the reflect onto the Viper, cleaning up the whole issue of that ultimate nonsense. Still 2 holding on this A site. Tom enters with the rocket launcher. See if he can make anything of it, but he's just going to get shot. Assumption needs to make a very good place here to clutch this out. He's in a 1v4 for overtime, and he's not going to be able to do it. As that's going to be the first round for Binghamton. And we will be right back as Assumption goes under map 2. Oh, that was my face. That's also the wrong button. You guys didn't see my face or the Smash roster, I think, that we just saw. I clicked the wrong thing on OBS. Ignore that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go make the right overlay in Microsoft Paint. Alright, and we're back, and I just realized the mic was muted for 5 minutes, but we'll gloss over that, and yeah. So we're back, we're on Haven, and we'll see how they do. Starting on attack, so I do not have to make a new overlay. Appreciate that one. Load on in. Got Killjoy, Viper, Sova, Omen, ISO for Assumption versus a Vice, Raze, Sova, Clove, Sky. Good diversity of operators here. Only seeing the Sova as a repeat. We'll see if Assumption is able to bring this home. By bring this home, I mean win a game so that we play a third map. And I get to stay here longer. Maybe until midnight. Who knows? I definitely don't have exams and lab reports to write. How'd they know? Anyway, money. Especially looking to push down this mid and A, not really looking for anything on that long C, which is pretty reminiscent of their game plan from last season too. Able to get a quick hide in this window position, and wins the gunfight versus the Sova. Dodges the blind, was not able to land any shots. Assumption rotates for an A push.
Placing swarm grenade.
Going for their plants. Sky's on the flank though. Put some shots in the Omen.
Here.
Assumption is going to rotate to try and cover that though. Tom all alone. Gets one though. Smoked off Heaven. Unable to participate in the fight there. It's on a bomb. Trying to jump down. But Tom is going to get that pick in the end. And an early pistol round one for Assumption.
Revealing area.
Narrowly wins a gunfight there. Viper claims one over Binghamton. As the Raze tries to defend from the cellar, but just gets hit in the head. Assumption using their man advantage here to push more aggressively. Sova getting pushed out from the window. As Assumption look to close in on these C and B sites. Hitting its one with a spray, trying to cross the mid. The window dies. It's a 1v4 for Binghamton, but he's going to get sprayed down by the Stinger. Little run and gun action. 2-0. Make it this nice little half-fire round. Using the recruiter last time, while meanwhile Binghamton is equipped with some shields and railguns and the Phantom and Vandals.
Toxins going up. Toxins.
Tom gets frag, but gets the refrag. Omen grabs 2. Was not able to hold control of that B side and backs off.
Take flight.
Binghamton Sova can recon it out, figure out where everyone is at. Spots the Omen.
Enemy tag.
Hits him with the recon bolt. He's in a tough position now. He'll have to go for the blind and try to escape here. But is just pulled out and fragged there. Killjoy Viper with the bomb in the A site though. Gonna go for a pick for the plant. With that pick, they will now go for the plant. Silver's running over here though. But plant's down. It's too late for him to really do anything about it. And he's gonna have to opt for a retake.
Placing swarm grenade.
Viper gets 1, and Payton gets the second. And that is a third round 1 for Assumption. They're gonna opt for a full buy here. Wow, Binghamton is still gonna have to work with some scraps. Aggressively pushes out, gets 1 on the Payton.
Spike down mid.
A little ding. ISO's gonna hide into this window room, see if he can get one. Trying to play it. But he's gonna miss the shock arrow, but still get the confirmed hit, and he knife out, gets fragged there, goes to the blind by himself, but it still gets the Sova anyways.
Spike down.
And it is a 1-on-5 for our Viper here, without the bomb. As Binghamton rotates to protect the bomb, we'll see how Assumption is able to do anything. Is unable to get the first pick, but sees all the heads, gets 2. 1v3 is way more promising now.
30 seconds left.
Is unable to piece together the last 3 though, in a valiant effort will turn into Binghamton's first point on the board. But have no fear, Assumption still has full econ, is able to immediately full buy once again. But they're choosing not to. With the Omen just opting for the Spectre instead. Which makes sense, trying to, you know, not spreading out their money too much. Definitely keeping it concentrated in the players who are performing very well. ISO unable to get into his spot in that window. Actually crossed by the... It's crossed and picked off. 2 picks there. Oh, and everyone's dying, actually, is what's happening. Sees the head, but is unable to make the connection. And Payton is in a 1v4 here with the bomb, unfortunately, though. Can get an A plan off here. 1v3 actually, because that wasn't real life.
Placing alarm bomb.
You tilt down, goes to the plant.
Spikes down. Turret out.
Big Heavy is opting to try and pincer here, as the Rays are a long flank.
Placing swarm grenade. Bomb
And unfortunately for Payton's, you know, it is a 3-on-1. It's hard to clutch those out, especially when they shove $8,000 of utility in your face. And don't even let you take an honest gunfight.
I feel something over there. Can't place it. Like us, but different.
Brings us that 2-3. Bayham who's slowing the original momentum lead here.
Time to hunt. Scout destroyed. You should run.
I'm going to opt for a quick A push here.
It's you and me.
Opt for a Killjoy ultimate to push them out. That plant nice and safe. But ISO's going to fall. From the roof one more. But Viper ultimate is up and active. And they're going to have to put some work in to get through it. But Viper ultimate's going to fall though.
Last player standing.
I'm not sure exactly why that call was made, but it is on the flank. Put shots on, but Silver watches out for that. Is unable to actually piece together the kill. And new round is up and active. It's 3-3 currently. ISO finds one on the Sova. And get back into his spot.
Spike down mid.
I'm lurking here, trying to reclaim that bomb that Assumption has lost. But is gonna make a silhouette. And unable to actually block into anything. 3-3 for Assumption. They have full site control. Unfortunately for them, doesn't do a lot when you don't got the bomb.
Scout destroyed. Here. Hawk out. Blinded.
One enemy remaining.
And an ace there will spell the end of Assumptions as Binghamton puts 4 in a row to counter Assumptions 3, which will put them in the lead here. Assumption's going to rush for it, control this A site.
One enemy remaining.
2v1 for Assumption. And unfortunately for them, it's not going to pin out in their favor, as Binghamton has managed to clutch that up with the help of an ultimate.
I don't quit. Drop in a scope.
Assumption not really changing their strategy much though, as their A pushes have not really been going according to plan. Back on this mid split here. Thompson with a piece up. It's a second one. Some poor aim from Taco there. Tom got a third. Sees the head, but unable to connect. But Assumption does have control here. Viper wall out. Limits some sight lines. Tom gets a third. And it's up for Binghamton on the retake here.
Spike planted.
Sees the gun.
Here.
Can Binghamton do anything about it? Gets the one. Tries for a pre-fire, not anything. Assumption is playing this safe and long. Only Omen playing short with the Vandal here.
One enemy remaining.
You can hear the Omen from the esports room yelling in fear. But either way, they're gonna have a tough time, even with killing the Viper. The Sova would just kind of frag him out. And these are he sees out of time. He's having to save his Vandal. But it's too late for the Viper. Has to be 5-4. And Assumption is going to try to stop them from getting any more of a lead here, as they try and put 3 more in for themselves to claim the victory over this half.
Watching here. Eyes up.
You know, that worked rather well for Assumption. So, I think they're going to try and do it again. Tom's put out with the recon bolt. They know where the Sova is. Tries to go for a cheeky little wall bang.
Shot done. Shot done.
Some good damage on him. But Payton finds one. But he's going to get fragged out in response. And that's the carrier down. Tom finds one more, but they still have yet to get the diffuser. ISO falls to a wall bang. It's a 2-on-3 for Assumption, as they're gonna have to work to reclaim this.
Last player standing.
Unfortunately, the Util Barrage used by the end for Omen also there. That's to be 6-4. And Binghamton has solidified at least a tie in the half for themselves.
They do eventually.
The very old treasure trove of money. Ooh. Assumption opting for a different push this time. More towards that long C angles. Gonna take some heavy damage there with the K. But he's gonna be able to piece two for each other. And that's 3-3. But Tom's gonna fall, leaving it onto a 2 versus 3. Swapping the Phantom. Alright, so unable to put the bullets needed together there, but Payton takes one out mid, and it's a 2-on-2. If they can just manage to reclaim the diffuser here, this would be a big win for Assumption.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
1-on-1. Who's the last player? Sees me again. Sees me third. And a good spray with the, was that the Ares? Gonna get paid in the last kill there.
Last round
And puts them at 1 point away from making this a nice even half. Last round before the swap though, expect to see all the ultimates and all the util. No reason to save money now. Assumption unfortunately unable to full buy on this round. Looks like they're opting for a pretty heavy A push here. Killer ultimate out from Payton. Seems the gun. Gets some damage on the wall bang, but is unable to actually get the final kill there. And it's all on the Omen here to win a 1v4 at 44 health. Not a good position to be in. Gets two, is unable to get the last one though. That's 7-5 for Binghamton. Assumption is now their turn to defend, and we'll see what they're able to take care of. Binghamton opting looks like for a C push, which is unfortunate for Assumption, as they only have one member on that currently. We'll see if Payton is able to hold it down enough. Gets one, that's spike down.
Spike down, C.
And the call to rotate is made. But such a hurt-rich environment, there's only some people you can actually shoot. Payton waiting in the smoke, gets one, almost gets one. Actually, it'll fall there. So Assumption is going for the retake here. They're kind of getting fragged out. And that's going to be a pistol round win for Binghamton. And I'll be right back. And I'm bad. Assumption's able to grab a round there. Nice.
Spike carriers down. Spike down B. Last player standing.
A lot of frags in a short period of time there. And it's going to end up with Assumption on 4 and Bing on 1. With a classic, actually looks like something of this. But as you see the members of Assumption closing in on her, probably not going to last that long.
Instinct only goes so far. Skill covers the rest.
Being opting for a mid push here. Mid to C if they step into this, try and get control of window. Omen's gonna fall mid though. Viper gets a refrag, but it's call it the util out there and gets fragged trying to go back. But Tom catches one unaware. There's a second one long range too, while Peyton picks up another one, putting this quickly into a 3v1 for Assumption. Spotted, were they out? Unfortunately, Tom's gonna die though. Even through the shield, takes another one. But Peyton gets the long range kill, locking them in at 8-8.
That tech is only as good as their skill. And there we have some beat.
He's gonna buy the Odin, dropping that Vandal over there for Omen.
Placing swarm grenade. Alarm bot out. Time for a field test. Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade.
Bing looks like they might be testing the waters with a C push potentially. But Tom is making his presence known. Viper Wall goes up B2 to dissuade that push. Omen almost gets one, but misses a couple too many bullets. But Viper responds to the refrag though. But Knife is out and she's caught lacking as they both move in on her. Pin with the Odin finds two players in the window. Gets the spray.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Tom finds another. And it's a 3-on-1 post plant. And Tom gets the second piece. And this will be just a wrapping it up, but just getting the defuse off. Something putting on an impressive 4 in a row.
Scanning ahead.
Comes to the hand there. There's a picture. Gets a shot, but his shot in response as well. And he knows that they're pushing some amount of C. Gets one through the smoke off the Sova Vault. She's gonna ult though, and we're just running there trying to get some kills. The cross is held and she's not able to get any. Talk about bloodbath here though now. 2-on-3 for Assumption instead of favor. Now a 1-on-3. All on the Rays, and before I can even switch to her camera view, she's taken out by the Viper, putting Assumption for a nice 5th one in a row as they look to close this out in 3.
I will rip the light from them.
Pinning gets clapped up there. Viper already ulted that C push though. Just Omen in this B side that he needs to hold. Gets one. It's to reload there, but he's caught in the reload. Alright, so ultimate run out.
Spike planted.
He's gonna miss in his ultimate though. He's on a 2 versus 3, and they both get kind of lined up for the Odin spray.